want to make a quick announcement for everybody who is watching online right now and are interested in bidding. Like Justin said a little bit earlier before the preview started, that if you're interested in buying a pig online, that will be through TaylorFortSales.com. You can log in, make sure that you get an account, I guess. Register for an account before the sale. It's going to ask you for your credit card for obvious reasons. And just make sure you go ahead and get registered before the sale tomorrow. That way you're not trying to bid and log in and create an account and stuff all at once. But you'll be able to see that. It'll be right there on the homepage. Very intuitive, very easy to understand. If you guys are interested in bidding tomorrow, if you are bidding, make sure that you bid early so that we understand that maybe you do have interest in this pig. We will sell these pigs really quickly tomorrow, so don't get caught holding out to the last second, because we can't guarantee that we're going to keep it open for you, especially if we don't know that you are indeed interested in bidding. So recommendation there to go ahead and bid early and bid often. We look forward to a really good set, and I'll turn it over to everybody for the preview.
What we're going to do on this is as we kind of get them loaded, I'll let the guys talk about their pedigrees a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're probably just going to visit more about the hogs tonight. Tomorrow during the live preview, the internet preview, we'll talk more pedigrees. We'll let you guys kind of see these things and get these two guys' perspective. Also, we may have Ty jump on the mic too as well. But really a good set, guys, to talk about.
All right, we're starting our preview off here. This is going to be lot 90. This is a Butts Farm pig. This is a cross boar. His pedigree I have here, he is a Slim Shady on a blow. Slim Shady on a blow.
Glad to see everybody here tonight. Looks like we got a great turnout, and we got a good pig to start off with. I mean, look at this guy's forearm. He's got a big back leg. Looks like he's really opened up underneath. I mean, you can kind of do what you want with him, but it looks like to me he needs to be a York about Houston time. But really nice bear to start off with here.
All right, this is still Butts Farms here. We've got a pair of cross boars. Their pedigree is going to read Upside on a Once and Forever. Pair of cross boars here, Upside on a Once and Forever. We have lot 88 and 89. The young man's driving 88 right now. 89 is the one kind of on the fence line on the far side. Again, they're Upsides on a Once and Forever.
Okay. Well, we've got a couple of bigger pigs here. You guys still looking for a few of these? I mean, we're kind of getting to the part of the season where we're about to run out of these things, and these two look pretty good. So, you know, that one bear for sure, he's going to be work for you as a hamp there, the kind of hamp colored pig. Let's talk about him first. But he looks really extended up through his front end. He's got a good top shape. I mean, looks like the feeding kind. You know, to me, like he'll go ahead and grow and you know, feed for a guy. You know, the other pig looks like he's opened up quite a bit more. He's going to have a little bit more spread up through the top of his hip. I mean, these kind, you know, he's a little shorter back. You probably got a little bit more runway on him, so we can get him to a few different shows, I think. You know, and to me, I mean, when we put pigs on feed, these kind of pigs are just really basic kind of pigs that we can feed and get along with. You're going to get pulled every time. You're going to get a trip to the scale, and do really well. So I'd encourage you to get in here and look at these pretty close.
A pair of barrows that are just big rib and stout and powerful, still got grow and some extension. Just nice, stout, heavy bone ones. Nice pair, butts.
All right, we're running into Duroc pigs in here. We have lot 86. That is our Duroc boar pig. His pedigree is going to read Sniper on a Perfect Storm. Again, that's lot 86, the boar pig. He's a sniper on a perfect storm. Lot 87 is going to be the gilt. Her pedigree is going to read Raise the Bar on a Hibachi. The gilt is Raise the Bar on Hibachi.
You guys better pay attention here and step up and take a look in. This sniper pig's really nice. The boar pig, I mean, he looks like he's going to do all the right things. Big forearm, long hip. Looks like he's going to be one of those that'll get out and go and get up through the front end. Really extended up through the front end for a red pig, and honestly sets his rear hock down really straight and square when he goes away from you. I mean, I think you really ought to pay attention to that one. The gilt too. I think she's going to be a really nice gilt. She looks good. She's going to be a little bit more moderate in her scales, so you've got a little bit more runway as far as where you want to go with her. These Durocs will grow. They're not like these crossbreds. So, looks like she's going to get out and grow and have a good back shape, good top shape, just be a real solid female.
All right, now we're running in a pair from Miller Farms. We're switching over, Miller Farms. We got a pair of crossbred pigs here. These are going to be toe-to-toes on a rusty cage on Karma. Toe-to-toe, rusty cage, Karma. We've got a gilt and a boar pig in here. Again, this is Miller Farms. This will be lot 26 and 28. The gilt's going to be 26 and the boar pig will be 28.
Okay, we're talking about Miller Farms pigs here from Illinois. Couple nice pigs, a little bit different, but let's talk about this boar pig first. This number 28. I mean, this thing's got a really good look up in front of his blade. From his blade forward, he looks like he's really going to be designed well. I really like him out through his front end, and he squares up nice behind too. This is just a really good, solid pig, feeding kind of pig, and looks like he's got his better days ahead of him. The gilt, she's massive, wide, stout, big back leg. She probably needs, to go slow, a little slower probably, but a lot of pigs, when we were feeding, we slow rolled a lot of those pigs and really made that deal work. So a guy takes her along pretty slow. She'd look pretty good by San Antonio to me. Justin, you got any comments?
Just agree with that. One of those that has all kinds of shapes. She doesn't need much protein. Just kind of needs to be chilled out and kind of growed slow. And she's going to be very competitive because she's always going to have muscle. She's always going to have rib. Just kind of needs to be toned down just a shot and be very competitive. Wins lots of classes, lots of county shows, and competitive all over. You can get pulled at majors. Nice skill.
These pigs were sending out, again, lot 26 and 28 from Miller Farms, toe-to-toe, rusty cage, Karmas. Now we're sending in another Miller Farms lot. We've got 24, 25, and 27. So lot 24 is a spot gilt. Her pedigree is going to read Axis Tilt on a Shoot to Thrill. Axis Tilt on a Shoot to Thrill. Again, that's lot 24. Lot 25 is going to be a spot bearer. He's going to read Axis Tilt on a Painted Black. Again, 25 spot bearer Axis Tilt on Painted Black. 27, that's going to be a spot gilt. She's going to be a mate to the other one. Her pedigree also reads Axis Tilt on a Shoot to Thrill.
Okay, all you spot guys better step up here. It's a pretty nice set of spots when they come in. I'm guessing these are all litter mates. Is that right? Yeah. Let's talk about the Barra first. I mean, the Barra is really a well-designed pig, just really solid, good spot Barra. You know, I mean, you know, we're not big spot feeders, but this is a nice spot Barra, and you know, this guy looks like he's going to have good extension up through his front end, good shape, good center body, plenty of bone, and adequate muscle. So take a look at him. Let's talk about these gilts. The 24 gilt, the bigger gilt, really caught my eye when she comes in. She's kind of a little bit different color too, you know, and I think she represents, you know, a really nice gilt that's going to, you know, get out and go. I mean, I think when you get her broke and get her where she'll lift her old head up, she's going to really look good and have some show ring presence. 27, her little sister, you know, she's pretty nice too. In fact, in the end, if I'm feeding, I might feed her before I do the other one if we think she can get big enough. You know, you just need a little bit of time. You know, she's a little shorter backed, little boxier. She's got a really good back shape and upper rib shape. You know, you're just going to want to kind of keep her tuned down just a little bit on the protein. So.
Yeah, again, as they're leaving here, this is 24, 25, and 27. 24 and 27 are a pair of littermate gilts, Axis Tilt on Shoot to Thrill. 25 is going to be a spot bearer Axis Tilt on Painted Black. All right, we're moving into Bill Rain's show pigs here. We've got lot 37 and lot 39. Lot 37 is going to be a Duroc gilt. Her pedigree reads Piece of Work. Piece of Work is a work of art on Here's the Deal. And the mama of this pig is a Step Aside. Again, this is lot 37 Duroc gilt, Piece of Work on Step Aside. We also have lot 39 in here. This is a Duroc boar from Bill Range. This is going to be a litter mate to that gilt. Piece of Work on Step Aside.
I don't know how many of you guys know Bill Range or not, but I've known this guy for a long time. So, in fact, when I was showing, we're going to date both of us here, but when I was showing the first show that I went to, Jackpot in Oklahoma, this guy was judging. So, anyway, so it's been a long time. But Bill brings us a couple good pigs, and I'm telling you, he's known for his red hogs. This guy's had as many good red hogs down through the years as anybody in the business, and you never want to take what Bill brings lightly. And he's got a good set here. I mean, I really like this gilt. I mean, she's really made right, really designed right. Looks like she's going to be super mobile off both ends. You know, and you know, she's got some power, but yet she's still feminine. You know, and she looks like a female, and she looks like a breeding gilt. You know, so take a look at her. She's a really nice one. Boar pig, we've got. I think his number is 39. You know it's a bad word anymore, but I mean this guy's super complete. And I mean if you look at this guy right down through his upper rib shape, and right down through, you know, his proportions are right. He looks like he's going to be a good feeding pig. He's got adequate bone. Really opened up underneath. He's going to move well off both ends. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid of either one of these pigs. I think they're awful good. And it's really good to see Bill and down here in Texas and see him still raising pigs. It's a really good deal. What'd you say? Okay, it goes back to the same grandmother as his $25,000 gilt in Illinois. And I mean, I can see that. This gilt, if you guys are feeding Duroc gilts, you really need to look in.
Again, we're sending out 37 and 39, a pair of Duroc pigs from Bill Range, show pigs. We've got a gilt and a boar. Again, their pedigree is going to read piece of work on step aside. All right, now we're bringing in lot 38. This is another Bill Range Duroc gilt here. Her pedigree is going to read cover art. Cover art is a work of art on green bottles, and the mama is going to be a keeping it close. Cover art on a keeping it close Duroc gilt, lot 38.
Yeah, this gilt, that's what Bill just said. I really love this gilt. You know, we got green bottles on the bottom side of this deal, and if you guys hadn't known what green bottles are, then you're not paying attention. So, but she's really nice, good designed. I mean, this thing can get better every day. I'm going to let.
That's a female, folks. Tall-bladed, long-bodied, extended, level-hipped, flat bone, extended everywhere. Great underline, good vulva set. Still flexible, still really immature. Study up in her head and her chest floor. That's just a very, very good gilt.
Again, we're sending out lot 38 Duroc gilt cover art on a keeping it close. All right, now in the ring we have lot 40. We're still on Bill Range's pigs here. This is a purebred Hampshire gilt. Her pedigree is going to read Broker 1-7. Broker 1-7, there is a chatter on a Louis on a grand entrance. So we've got a Broker 1-7 on a chatter mama. Again, this is a purebred Hampshire gilt, lot 40 from Bill Range.
So all you guys looking for ham gilts to go to San Antone, pure ham gilts, I mean, this is really good ham gilt. You know, we put that Texas National Show on too in January. You know, and so we have purebred Hampshires up there. That's another place you can bring them and show them. You know, and that Hampshire deal's really tough, and it's really tough to get them structurally correct. And this one really has good feet and legs for a Hampshire. You know, really made right, really good top shape, really good shape out of the blade, long fronted, and balanced in proportion. If you're looking for a Hampshire gilt, or you're looking for a gilt, you know, getting in this deal to go show a purebred at San Antone or one of these other shows, I mean, you really need to look in here. She's awful nice.
All right, we're sending out our last Bill Range pig here. Again, this is lot 40, purebred Hampshire gilt, Broker 1-7 on a chatter. All right, we're sending in the ring. We're starting with Ally Genetics here. We've got lots 61 and 62. We have a pair of crossbred boar pigs here. Their pedigree is going to read Trick Daddy on a $70,000 King's Purchase from Boble, which is a soul on an NB on a dirty. Again, this is a pair of cross boars here. We're on a Trick Daddy on a soul NB dirty mama.
So is everybody awake? It's time to wake up. These guys come in the ring. They look awful good. I don't know. For some of you that don't know who Allied Genetics is, they're from up in Colorado, and they're really working hard to put together a great program, and they brought a couple of really good pigs. I mean, they're hairy. They're stout. I mean, this dude, what's his number? This one? -1. 61. Look at this 61, and look at him really close. This is the kind that go out and win. These are the kind that, you know, get me fired up and excited. I mean, look at the shag hanging off the back of that leg. I mean, you can imagine what that's going to look like on show day. He's perfectly belted. Great head. big forearm, big back, big upper hip, not short hip, takes a long step. I mean, you guys need to look in here. This is a really extremely good pig, and that's not taking anything away from the other one. He's just a little bit greater. And you know, in the end, this is your heavyweight. You know, this bear is probably going to make like a middleweight, middle heavy. The other one's more of a heavyweight bear, but he's really a good-looking pig. And I really love, I mean, this is some weird stuff, but I like how his belt comes back on the back part of his shoulder. It makes that thing look really long-necked. Not that he's not long-necked. He is long-necked, but he's good-headed, long fronted, good curvature to the front leg. Again, a really hairy bear that's really pulled apart in the top of his hip, tracks out right. I mean, this is a really good pair of pigs from Ally.
All right, we're sending out lot 61 and 62 from Ally Genetics, pair of crossbores, Trick Daddy on a 70 grand King's purchase from Boble. All right, now we're sending in lot 63 and lot 64. This is another couple crossbores here. 63 is going to be a game time on a provoked on Little Bro. Crossbore lot 63, game time provoked Little Bro. On lot 64, again, Ally Genetics crossbore. His pedigree is going to read game time on a major league on king size.
I don't know how it got lined up in the sell order. I don't know if it's by tag or not, but you know, I really gravitate towards the 64 pig a lot. Really short back, up fronted, super ring presence, a lot of bone. You know, look at the head on this pig. I mean, it's just phenomenal. He's really good through his throat. You know, I can't say enough good about that. And you know, he's raw enough that he looks like he'll feed. I mean, he doesn't look like he's been just pumped and everything. And I mean, I know these guys pretty good, and you know, they're going to be pretty honest, good feeding pigs. 63 is also good, the Cryptorchid pig. Really nice balance. I know it's kind of a bad word, but you'll hear me say it every once in a while, but he's a really complete pig, just no holes kind of bear that's going to go out there and feed and do you a good job and get you a pin and get you where you need to be.
All right, once again, this is lot 63 and lot 63 and 64 from Ally Genetics. 63 is a game time provoked Little Bro. 64 is a game time major league king size. We are now sending in lot 65. This is another Ally Genetics pig, a cross barra here. This is a money line on a King of the Hill. Money line on King of the Hill.
Okay, this money line pig, you take a look at him. I mean, the quality's not getting any worse as he keeps bringing these things. You know, this is an awful good set of pigs. This guy, you're going to have to take him a little bit slower, but he's still got a tall shoulder, long front end, short backed, super clubby. You know, you're going to want to kind of slow roll him a little bit, but I could see this guy getting to Houston or Austin and being awful good. A lot of bone and structure. Really a nice set from Allied. You guys brought a great set of pigs.
Sending out lot 65, money line on King of the Hill. We're now sending in lot 66. This is our last entry from Ally Genetics. We have a crossbred gilt here. Her pedigree reads heavy hitter on a next contestant, the King. Heavy hitter, next contestant, the King.
Yeah. Last year they sold a gilt here that won at San Angelo. What did she win exactly? The whole thing. She was grand at San Angelo. This is 3/4 sib right here. And I mean, I don't know what she looked like compared to this one, but this one looks awful good. So, I mean, look at that thing. Look how she's built up through her blade and up through her front end. I mean, really good coming out of her front shoulder. I mean, that thing's going to have a big back, and it doesn't matter what you do to her. She's got some. You can feed her for a while. You know, jackpot deal. I mean, when we were hauling those jackpot, these are the kind we'd haul every weekend. You know, get her out and get her going. Good bone. You know, really, really good shape and good on those back legs. So pay attention here. I mean, she's a good one.
Lost one. Two.
Slow down.
Okay. There. It's okay. All right, we're bringing in a pair here from Flatland Show Pigs. We have a Stand By Me, correct me right? Stand By Me Hero Dirty Deal. We've got a pair of pigs here. We've got both boar pigs. Again, we're starting here with Flatland Show Pigs. We have one of them I'm hearing is a Cryptorchid, so we'll figure all that out. But again, this is we're starting with lot 91 and 92 Flatland Show Pigs.
Okay. So on these flatland pigs, 91 is a boar pig. We're going to talk about him first. So these pigs are out of the S&K $45,000 boar last year at King's. He's done a great job. You know, his mother is, or the mother of this one's mother is $46,000 sow from Heimer. They bought a couple of years ago that has done a great job. In fact, she just had the 5th overall at Kansas State Fair. And this bear is that type, you know. I mean, he's really, really a nice pig, and he really moves and drives out of his hock, pushes out of his hip, a long hip pig, good fronted, up fronted, adequate bone. I mean, he's got plenty of bone, and he just has an awesome head and front end. And if you look at him coming right at you, I mean, he's wide base, but he's not turning those front feet in. They're straight and going forward. You know, he's really, really thick right up through the top of his hip, but he's square and square behind. I mean, he's a nice bear. I mean, these things will feed. We fed one a couple of years ago that went through this sale, was Reserve Division Cross at San Antone, sold right here as Lot 1. You know, these flatland pigs feed. We've fed a bunch of them. We got a lot of confidence in them. This is his little brother, 26. It's a Cryptorchid pig. I mean, he's just behind him a little bit, but I mean, I don't think he's a lot worse. I think in a couple of weeks, he's just a little greener. I mean, that thing looks like he works real well for Austin or Houston. Belted pig, you know, black, and black skin, black-hided. I mean, those things matter these days, you know. You've got to have it, and they've got to be able to get black, you know, or you're not going to be winning. So a couple of really good pigs here from Cooley Farms. They brought a nice set as usual.
Again, we're sending out a pair from Flatland Show Pigs. These are a pair of Stand By Me boar pigs. Lot 91 is a boar pig. Lot 92, we'll have it notated, he is a crypt. Again, that was Flatland Show Pigs, lot 91 and 92. And 59.60. All right, we're moving into Hinton Livestock. We've got lot 59 and lot 60 here in the ring. Lot 59 is a cross gilt. Her pedigree reads Rising Sun on backdrop. That is lot 59, cross female, Rising Sun on backdrop. Lot 60 is our Berkshire gilt here going across the middle of the ring. Her pedigree reads Top Hand on a Let's Go. Again, this is lot 59 and 60 from Hinton Livestock.
Okay, we keep rolling in the Colorado pigs, so it looks like we run them all together, but that's good. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know Ralph Hinton or not, but these guys are one of the top breeders in Colorado, and they win as much as anybody up there, and they do a really good job. And they got, let's start off with this little gilt, little belted gilt. I mean, she's small but mighty, really good fronted, extremely good from the back of her shoulder forward, with a great head and a great look. I mean, I love her right through her skull and right between the eyes. She's moderate in length, you know, really proportional, you know, big back foot. Looks like that bone's going to keep coming. I mean, this is a really nice little gilt. Don't let her size fool you. This is elite livestock. The Berkshire gilt, also she looks very good. Like she's going to go ahead and do what she needs to do in the Berk deal. Is this a pure Berk or yeah, purebred Berk? So keep that in mind. So this thing will be good to go to San Antonio. You could take her, show her as a prospect probably there at Texas National in the Berk division. She looks very good, very good. So look in here if you're looking for a Berk gilt.
Again, we're sending out lot 59 and 60. Lot 59 is a cross gilt, a rising sun on backdrop. Lot 60 is our Berkshire female, a top hand on a Let's Go. We are now sending in lots 56, 57, and 58. We've got a trio of cross male pigs here. They're actually mates to the cross gilt we had in here last time. So again, they will be rising sun on backdrop.
Okay, we got a trio of bears here. Let's start off with this biggest bear out in front. What's his number? 56. I mean, this guy's center body rib. I mean, you look at him, he's really opened up and powerful through the center of his rib, but he's still got a thin, pretty neck in him, That's hard to do. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but I'm telling you, it's hard to make him with that kind of center body, with that kind of neck and cleanness up through the front end. He looks really good and opened up like he's going to have a lot of center dimension, really good up through the top of his hip and bone and some shag hanging off that back leg. I mean, that's a good pig, guys. And then we've got the other little belted pig. What was he again? 57. 57, I mean, he's a little bit small. But, I mean, guys, it's early. And getting these things to San Antonio and Houston is no problem right now. So take him home with confidence. I think he's a nice pig. I'm going to let Justin talk about these things a bit.
If you guys know that, obviously Ralph's sow herd is awfully good, but they bought this semen on, I believe, on a benefit deal to help the rival deal there up there in the Panhandle from Crohn's, from DL Show Pigs. And if you guys know that Rising Sun, that DL program, that's a good rascal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that boar, but this is what he looks like. And if you want him to look like that boar and look like these are show pigs, I mean, there's no doubt these are tall-fronted, heavy-bone, flexible, good-built hogs. I like Tim. I think Tim probably described this one as good as I've heard him talk tonight. Be that sharp-fronted, that tall-bladed, and opens up tremendous blade back. And I really like this little guy. I love how bold he is in the top of his blade. His center rib is really round. But that's a nice pig. And guys, that black one's going to cause some attention because you can show him wherever you want to. That's a very, very nice trio.
Again, we're sending out lot 56, 57, and 58. A trio of cross-boar pigs from Hinton Livestock, Rising Suns on backdrop. All right, we are moving into Shuffler Show Pigs here. In the ring, is this 81? All right, this is lot 81 from Shuffler Show Pigs. We've got a Berk male pig here. His pedigree is going to read Pound Sand on a Top It Off. Again, lot 81 from Shuffler Show Pigs, Berk male pig, Pound Sand, Top It Off.
Okay, guys, all you Berk feeders better look in here. I mean, this bear is pretty stout, when you look at his head and skull and read him back through his blade and center rib, I mean, this thing's going to keep coming. He looks like he's a little bit small, but, I think those pigs like that, I mean, that muscle shape's going to keep coming. You can see it starting to groove up on his back just a little bit and dimple right above his tail there. That pig's going to just get better and better every day of his life. Somebody's going to be happy down the road. Like they said, he just come off the wire. So this thing, what you see is what you get here. I mean, he's going to go home and get better every day. So, and I'm sure he'll darken up. He's probably been in the nursery and And I think, somebody's going to be real happy here.
Again, we're sending out lot 81 from Shuffler Show Pigs. Burke male pig here. He's a pound sand on a top it off. POWs, that work?
I don't know.
Yeah, is it a piece of work? I have POW, piece of work? Okay. All right, we're sticking with Shuffler here. We've got lot 79 and lot 80 here in the ring. Lot 79 is going to be our Poland female. Her pedigree is going to read, It's Okay on a Venom. Again, 79, Poland Gilt, It's Okay on Venom. Lot 80 is going to be our Duroc male pig. His pedigree is going to read, Piece of Work on Jameson. Lot 80, Duroc male pig, piece of work on Jameson.
Okay, guys, let's look at this Poland gilt first. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. Man, I like this thing, I love her skull and I love her shape, and most of these Polands got these squirrely rear legs, I mean, this one actually has pretty decent rear legs and looks really good. This is a nice Poland, guys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, she's got a really good design, and these we showed a few of these Polands, and they're a little difficult to break, but once you get them broke and going and everything, I mean, they look really good. And we started some that dang sure weren't as good as this one, So take a look here. I mean, she looks like she's really going to be heavy muscled and have really good back shape. Like I say, I don't think she's messed up in her hip and rear legs. And I think in this Poland deal, that's a big deal, is just getting them things that aren't messed up, that still have a lot of good and balance and a real show ring presence. And she has a ton of stoutness of feature. Let's get into this red pig a little bit. I mean, he's small, but I mean, I don't see much wrong with him, honestly. He looks good. And those red pigs that look like this, that have that kind of center body, and that kind of length of body, usually feed pretty good, He's not going to get away from you. He's not going to be flat ribbed. I mean, this pig's going to have some density. He looks like he's, the right size. I mean, it's just now time to start buying red pigs, guys. I mean, you start buying, pigs this size, these pigs this size, they'll make it to San Antonio, no problem. Heck, you might even get to Fort Worth with one this size. These red pigs will grow, and he looks like he's going to be a good one and keep getting better and better.
All right, we're sending out lots 79 and 80 from Shuffler Show Pigs. 79 is our Poland Gilt, It's Okay on a Venom. 80 is our Duroc Boar Pig, piece of work on Jameson. All right, we're now moving into Ruggles genetics. We have lot 52 and 55 here in the ring. Lot 52 is going to be a York appearing boar pig. His pedigree is going to read Passin' Notes on a Hot Take 47-3. Again, that's lot 52 from Ruggles, a York appearing boar pig. Passin' Notes on a Hot Take 47-3. Lot 55 is also going to be a Yorkshire appearing boar pig. He's going to be a littermate, actually. Again, a Passin' Notes on a Hot Take 47-3. Lot 52 and 55.
Okay, Yorkshire time. So, I mean, we may have to help them a little bit, but it doesn't look like those spots are something that can't be controlled. And so if you guys are showing in this deal for any length of time, if you're showing in the Yorkshires, you need to have one of these Yorkshires that's a little bit dirty and these pigs look like the spots are manageable. They're going to be heavy structured. Let's talk about which one's this one here? 55, is the one that strikes me pretty good when he comes in. Heavy structured pig, muscle and shape to burn. He's got a lot. you know, so you guys, you know, feed him how you want to. But, you know, if it's me, I'm probably getting that thing on, you know, some 14 early and kind of slow rolling him a little bit, you know, and just keep him coming because he's really tall at the point of the shoulder, good fronted, good design. You know, you just don't want to get carried away with the feed bucket. You know, I think you can do real well with that pig. And then number 52 is the other pig, really good headed barra. I like the head in this pig. Again, muscle and shape to burn, you know, just a little shorter body than the other pig is, a little shorter back than that pig. You're just going to want to keep these things kind of on slow roll plan, probably pound and a quarter a day for a while, and just let them kind of coast. But really nice couple York pigs here.
Right, we're sending out lot 52 and 55, a pair of Yorkshire pairing boar pigs, passing notes on a hot take 47-3. We are now sending in the ring lot 53 and lot 54. Lot 53 is going to be our crossbred gilt. Our crossbred gilt's pedigree is going to read a stinger on a 23-5 never before. Crossbred gilt is a stinger, 23-5 never before. The other one we have is lot 54. That is a Poland boar pig. His pedigree reads alarm on Cobra. Poland boar pig, alarm on Cobra, lot 54.
Okay, let's talk about our crossbred gilt to start with. Really attractive gilt. She's going to have really good femininity up through her front end for a breeding gilt, you know, and still has a lot of shape and you know, dimension. But I mean, the main thing is she's tall fronted, she's long fronted, good headed, you know, the right color, right markings. All that makes a huge amount of difference when we're showing these days. And good on her feet and legs, you know. So, you know, I think you can look at this gilt 53 and buy with confidence. Our Poland boar pig, you know, a good Poland boar pig, from my perspective, I think this thing's got a lot of muscle shape. I mean, he looks really good right in behind his blade. And ahead of the blade, he looks like he's going to have quite a bit of extension and be able to go ahead and get his head up and go. Good back shape. I mean, if you guys are Poland feeders, you know that these things change quite a bit as they go through the project. I mean, we had one a couple years ago. We took to Expo that was 3rd overall up there. You know, and I mean, I love that thing and hated him about 15 times before we got to the end. But you know, they're fun to feed, and this looks like a good one.
All right, we're sending out our last two lots from Ruggles. That was lot 53 and 54. 53 was our cross gilt stinger on 23-5 never before. The other one was our Poland boar pig alarm on a Cobra. We are now bringing in lot 11 and 12. We're moving into Bogenright show pigs here. Lot 11 is going to, lot 11 and 12, they're a pair of mates here. Got a pair of cross boar pigs. Their pedigree is going to read Ruthless on a 60-17 on Stay Classy. Ruthless on 60-17 on a Stay Classy.
Okay, let's start with a black-headed pig, which is the one that strikes me when he comes in. I mean, I think there's a lot of quality here. I mean, these pigs are just a little bit greener, you know, but they look like the feeding kind. So, you know, you want to look in here and take a look. I mean, they're going to have some extension, both these pigs, but this black-headed pig in particular, you know, looks like his bone's a little flatter and later maturing, like he'll keep coming. But looking here on him, the other bear looks like he might have had a little tougher trip, but obviously he's feeling good. He's bouncing around out here. So I think he's just a little thin, and he looks like one of those that's just going to keep getting better.
All right, we're sending out lot 11 and 12 from Bogenright. Pair of cross male pigs, Ruthless on 60-17 on Stay Classy. We are now sending in lot 13. This is our other entry from Bogenright show pigs. We got a Chester female here. Her pedigree reads Go Time on Delta on Perfect Fit. Lot 13, Chester female, Go Time, Delta, Perfect Fit.
All right, we're about to make it through all the breeds. We go to Chester now. You know, this is a really nicely balanced Chester female. I mean, it looks like she's going to, you know, turn into a good breeding gilt. I mean, a lot of femininity up through that front end. You know, I don't know if you guys feed many of these Chesters, but the first thing I look at is up through that front end. You know, a lot of them like to get kind of bull-necked and, you know, chuffy up through that front end. This one's not going to do that. I mean, she looks like she's got enough extension through the front end. She's thin enough neck to go ahead and feed, long-hipped, you know, nice Chester gilt. She's acting like a Chester, but you got to kind of expect that. But look in here. Good Chester gilt.
One more time. One more time. This is lot 13 from Bogenwright. Chester female. Go time, Delta, perfect fit. We are now moving into a pair of pigs we have from Albright Swine Farm. Our Hereford gilt here, she's going to be lot 84. Our Hereford gilt's pedigree reads Tiger Tail on a Transformer. Lot 84, Hereford female, Tiger Tail, Transformer. Lot 85 is our other Albright Swine Farm entry. That is a crossbred female. Her pedigree is Young Love on Unlocked. Crossbred gilt, Young Love, Unlocked.
Hey, are you guys paying attention? You better look in here at Doug Albright's pig. I mean, this crossbred gilt, she's a neat rig. You know, we bought one of these things a couple of years ago. Nick Hofschulte and I bought one for, we partnered on her. She's like $16,000. She's really good gilt. She's raised some good litters. I mean, this is the kind. Super clubby. I mean, they don't get any clubbier than that, guys. You know, this is the kind of freaky front end that a lot of these guys are looking for. I mean, if you're out and you wanted to run the jackpot circuit or something like that, you better get to looking hard, and then you got something left over that you can do something with in the end. But I mean, she's a neat rig, and these young loves, you know, really have been good. You know, they feed, and you know, when they first started coming out with them, they looked pretty good. But you know, this is about the third season for these young loves, and they just keep popping up, and they're probably more relevant now than they were. Yeah, Doug's got him up there, and you know, you need to look at this if you're looking for a good show gilt, because you can drag that thing every weekend. The Hereford gilt, you know, I don't claim to be any expert on Herefords, but I know we got a class at San Antonio, we got a class at Texas National of these Herefords, and our leading Hereford authority sitting over here in the straw hat. But you know, they. You know, this gilt looks like she's going to do some things that some of these Hereford gilts can't do, you know, and she's, you know, got a little bit more extension than some of those Herefords do. She's designed pretty good. I mean, level top. Looks like she's got her feet and legs in the right spot. And then, you know, I'm guessing, you know,